I do go to see my mother. Chapter 19 of Yellowface starts with June in her mother's neighborhood, and she says this. I have to root around my phone for her street address. June is so intelligent that she forgot her own mother's home address. I know leftists hate families, but this takes it to a whole new level.
I'm going to erase my mom's existence from my brain and forget where she lives. I don't have a mother anymore.
I'll hop on the train and hurtle back to DC. If you're gonna hurtle yourself anywhere, how about into the next galaxy? And even then, that wouldn't be far enough. No one's hugged me in so long. Have you considered not being insufferable? Kuang forgets what she wrote once again. Earlier, June didn't even remember her mom's address, but then she says this. I was the one obsessed with the sycamore trees in the backyard. So obsessed with the property that you had to look up the address on your phone? I have to root around my phone for her street address. If a place holds a really important memory in your head, would you forget the address? I still remember the address of the house I grew up in, despite my parents not living there anymore. It's not something normal people forget. June goes up to her bedroom and looks through some of her old journals. She remembers the things she used to write, this being one of them. By then I was writing paragraphs on paragraphs about a male lead named Howard Sharp, who bowed to no one, who had an unassailable sense of pride, who was a lone believer in truth in a world of lies. Careful, you're flying awfully close to the right-wing sun there. You might get burnt by morality. June starts talking about her feelings and how she doesn't like being an adult. She complains that when you publish a book, people form their own opinions of it. Readers inflict their own expectations. Welcome to how real life works, dear. If you put content into the world, people will see it and form their own opinions.
What? No!
If you don't want to hear what people have to say, don't put content into the world. Not just on the story, but on your politics. You don't get to whine about people putting their own opinions on your politics when you've spent the entire book whining about Republicans. You get what you deserve, honestly. June continues complaining about her feelings. It matters what audiences want to see. Audiences want to see good stories and entertainment, and I'm still waiting. This book is almost over, and I'm still waiting for some entertainment. And no one cares about the inner musings of a plain, straight white girl from Philly. You're on the side that wanted affirmative action. I've said before, these programs create racism because it forces more non-white people in and more white people out.
It's not rocket science.
Welcome to the consequences of your own retarded actions. Chinese food makes my stomach royal. Royal means make someone annoyed or irritated. This book royals me. June insults other authors and says this. Who hasn't read anything other than Costco discount paperbacks for decades? Careful, insulting other authors when this is the quality of your writing is quite dangerous. Somehow, I feel like those discount Costco books would be light years better than this pile of trash. June has dinner with her mom and they have an awkward conversation, but we don't talk about Dad. Of course she doesn't have her dad in her life. Feminists are incapable of writing happy marriages. They can only write what they know. Miserable single cows. I want to tell her why I've been so miserable these past few months. Is it 'cause you wake up, look in the mirror, and go, oh shit, you're still here? Everyone will forget about me. Yes, because to a Marxist, attention is their life force. That's why they always need to be centered. They want to be the center of everyone's universe while doing absolutely nothing to earn the position. At the end of chapter 19, we find out June has Alzheimer's and she is very pathetic. June is now a rude, fraudulent, narcissistic, insecure, jealous, vindictive, socially anxious, gaslighting, cowardly, unintelligent, plagiarist, blackmailer, evil, forgetful, pathetic attention whore. I don't think I've ever read a book with a main character as terrible as this in my entire life. On to chapter 20 of Yellowface, and June is back home being pathetic. She hasn't written anything and she has no clue what to do with herself. I envy the barista at Starbucks, the clerks at Kramer's. At least they can while away the days with their dignified menial labor. What's so wrong with being an accountant?
I told you I don't want to work an office job like you and Rory.
While I understand June specified that she didn't want an office job, it confuses me why she is envious of baristas, as if it's something she longs for.
You're a liar.
Could get a menial labor job and write in her spare time or on her days off. But June's an idiot. She's been an idiot for 19 chapters. Why change now? June finds negative comments online again. This time it's Diana QIU making demands like a mafia boss. Diana has written an article called June Hayward Must Make Amends, and here's how. Make amends to who? Why, the great left, of course. You've displeased the leftist gods, now you must make amends. Provide public proof she's taken a training course in racial sensitivity. Ah, yes, because the answer to suspected racism is to take a course that will make you more racist.
There's no place for racism in this world.
Donate the entirety of her earnings from The Last Front and Mother Witch to a charity selected by an objective committee of Asian American writers. Translation: give the other racists all your money. I think June is racist now, just not for the same reasons Kuang says. June's racist because she's subscribed to leftism, and the left is obsessed with race. Everything is racist when you're part of the left. She buys into every racist comment she finds online and tries to follow all the leftist rules about racism. Diana is now a thief because demanding all of June's money is what a robber does. Doing it online doesn't make it better. Everyone in this book is a thief. Sapphic, relating to sexual attraction or activity between women. Ah, yes, that makes sense in this book. There is no gay agenda, it's pretend. That's why the word that means lesbian is in the book for no reason. Ah, yes, start writing porn, that'll solve all your problems. Feminism! Lie to me again that the alphabet mafia isn't trying to impose on us. But it's not like you can cancel the one female editor at an otherwise all-male imprint. I thought females had no privileges. This sounds an awful lot like female privilege. On page 212, we get this. I describe how, despite it all, I still loved her. Referring to June talking about Athena. Remember on page 7 when June said this? But in recent years, I've developed another theory, which is that everyone else finds her as unbearable as I do. Yeah, Kuang didn't. Most annoying symptom of anxiety is refusing to believe the obvious and rational explanation. This also sounds like the most annoying symptom of that illness we call Marxism. Chapter 20 doesn't add any new terrible traits to June's personality because, let's face it, she's not ever going to get any positive ones.